What up? What up? What up, everybody? Look, before we get going, I need Michi, Tally. Look, I need us to give the Green Bay Packers a moment of silence. You know what I'm saying? Just bow our heads, give them a moment of silence. Because we knew this was gonna happen. The only person that didn't know it was
For
Eddie.
Jordan Love? Oh,
That's
come
all.
on. We knew it was
Say
going to happen.
one
Oh,
more
my
time.
goodness.
One more time. One more time. You know what? You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let Michi get you. I'm gonna let because I ain't got nothing else to say. Because
No, because I heard what he was. I heard he was about to say if Jordan Love wouldn't have got injured in the last 5 seconds of the game, we would have came back. We would have stormed down the field and we would have scored, man.
Y'all just like true fanatics, just living in dreams like that. Just always think your team's gonna win.
No.
Everyone's the best.
No,
Like, come
that's
on,
not
gotta
we
true.
keep it
That's
did.
real.
not true. Come
Green
on.
Bay blew their
What Michael
chances.
Jackson say?
Green
Come
Bay blew
on.
their
That's a
chances. It doesn't come
lie.
down to
That's
one
not
last
true.
play of the game, bro.
That's
Oh
not
Nah,
true.
man.
No.
Nah.
What it is, man.
Nah.
I must give credit where credit is due, man. Y'all stayed kind of close. That's because we didn't find our rhythm right away, and we'll get into that. If we would have found our rhythm right away, more Packers fans be in the closet spinning around, hanging somewhere. You know what I mean? We would have destroyed them, man.
Nah.
But, hey,
Green Bay lost it when they only came up with 6 points on the 2 turnovers. So that's
Okay.
where we
So
lost today. You can't.
we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that too. We gonna get into that too. Tally, how you feel about the win? How you feel about the win, man?
Hey, it was
Because
the
it is
first
a dub.
game.
It
It
is
was
a
it was a
dub.
good win. It was a good win. We had, all around good play. First game, knocking the cobwebs off. But at the end of the day, a dub was a dub.
Indeed, indeed. So my man,
Agree.
one of my old soldiers back in the day says, Thomas says, shout out to my hometown bro CD for coming back. Man, nobody care about CD, bro. Get off this thing with CD. No one care about CD. We don't care about CD, man. The heck with CD. But I want to put it out there for Michi and Tally. I just want to say today's show is brought to you by our good brother Eddie Pope. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Pope gave me these for my birthday. Hey, solid dude, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, Eddie, they come in all shapes and sizes, brother. They fit you too. Come on over, man. It's okay. It's okay. Come on over. Hey, look,
I got my own pair, bro. I got my own pair of Green Bay Packer hater blockers. So
shout out to the DeGorevilles by calling them my hater blockers. They my hater blockers. Eternal, what's going on, man? What's happening? You already know what it is, man. You ride on these young punks, man. That's how we had to do it the weekend. You know what I'm saying? On Friday. So, like I said, man, hey, good. Hey, all in all, all jokes aside, man, it was a really, really, really good game. I would be lying if I say I wasn't nervous at some points of the game. I would be lying because
thank you.
What? But I said it. I said it now. I said now. Look, it's gonna be a shootout. And with that being said, we have to stop them. Now, the first 2 drives for us wasn't looking too good. When I looked up and I was like, 2 fumbles, and they only got 3 points. Not that bad. That's a win. That's because that could have been easy 14.
Yep.
That's a win. But the football guys looked down upon us and said, "You know what? Not today, Packers. Not today, brothers.
Yeah. Y'all needed it more than we did. So y'all needed it more than we did because there would have been hell breaking loose inside the organization. Get rid of the coaches. Here we go again. New offensive coordinator. What's going on?
Don't say it, Michi. Don't say
I'm
it.
not gonna get it yet. I ain't gonna get it yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
I'm not gonna get it yet.
All right.
Because I don't want to discourage you. I don't want to discourage you. Next thing you know, Wi-Fi not working, and then you just logging off. I don't want to discourage you. Yeah.
But yeah, so look, man. Hey, look, that's what we're gonna do, man. Hey, like I said, it was a good game, man. Good solid game. Good performance by both teams. To be honest, like all jokes aside, both teams played a phenomenal game, man. And to me, that was one of the better games that we've had so far. During the season. I mean, we've only got week 1, but that was definitely a nail biter towards. Really, like it was a nail biter towards the end because it could have went either way. When they stopped us and then we stopped them, and prayers to go to Jordan Love. I hope is he comes back 100% healthy from his injury. It's nothing that we did intentionally. So for all those people saying that, oh, y'all did not, no, we didn't, man. Football play wasn't done intentional. And for the people out there that giving Jalen
Carter,
Jalen death threats, man, come on, man, get off that. That made no sense. All right, so Eternal says, to be honest, we should have done more, but our defense could step up just a tad bit. That's very true. And Hurts got to get his confidence. He looked like he was a little nervous in the second pass. Eternal, I'm with you, man. We're gonna get into that too later, a little bit later on the show. But all in all, when it's all said and done, we'll break down like this. So I said it. Tally said it. Michi said it. Whoever gets to 30 will be the birdie. And guess what? We made it to 31st. Now, when y'all were at 27 or 26, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, Lord, please. Don't kick no field goal. Don't do nothing. I was like this, bro. I was like, come on now. Jinx him. We need jinx him. But yeah, man, like I said, first person to 30, man. If you go back and look at the shorts, people, it says it. First person to 30. So bottom line is, hey, look here. Michi, how you feel about the game? All just in its totality. How you feel about it?
I feel good, man. We knew, we joke him just because he's up here, man. But we knew that the Packers were coming off a good, strong season last year. They ended the season very strong. They slung Dallas out of the playoffs like they were supposed to do. Jordan Love, he did his thing, man. He's a very, very solid quarterback. He's turning into a franchise quarterback that they can really start to build around. Eagles, we came off of not so good season, but we had the playmakers there. We brought in some playmakers, so we were making the right moves in the offseason that needed to be made. And those two teams collided, during the first season. And it was really just about every game was really good this first week. They put together a lot of good games, but ours was just a little bit better. And I feel great with the W, man.
Okay, all right. Well, look from the outside looking in, on the losing standpoint, how do you think y'all did? I got to take a jab, man. Just a jab.
No, understood. Well played. No, like I said, the X factor was all about Jacobs and Saquon. So Saquon came through when it was time. Jacobs did not. Like I said, probably shouldn't have let Aaron Jones go. But it is, Jacobs' first time with the team, so we'll see how he does. We already know Saquon is a beast. He is what he is. He did the thing. We couldn't hold him. We were doing it in the beginning, but just, fatigue and old boy squatting 600 pounds, he's a little bit stronger than the defense. So shout out to him. But like I said, it was all about the X factors. Even though Jacobs finished with 84 yards, it really didn't show like he finished with 84 yards. So
it didn't even get to the point though.
Huh?
It didn't even get to that point yet. It didn't get to that point of
Saquon
having to show that he's benching, 600. Squatting 600 pounds because our line was so strong. They created those holes so wide that I could have ran through them.
Well, you ain't thick either. You slender, brother. You ain't gotta. You don't need that big of a hole, my man.
I could have hopped through them. That's how strong our offensive line was holding those guys together. They didn't have real contact. He didn't have a lot of contact. What do they call it? Yak, the yards after the contact. He didn't have a lot of that. You know what I mean? Because it was there. The holes was there.
All right, Tally, what you
They
got?
weren't there till the second half of the game, though.
True.
Well,
for the most part, it was here and there.
You can't really say that. You can say that, but you can't really say that because you gave the ball up twice, so we never really had opportunity to see.
Yeah. Because I would say it wasn't there consistently to the second half.
Yeah,
they were there.
Okay.
They were there.
All right, so Tally, overall, in a nutshell, how do you think we did on the game? Your point of view.
I think as overall nutshell, I'm gonna give as I would say we did. I think we did B+ work. I'm gonna be honest with you about B+ work. Now I would tell you our goal line defense, our red zone defense was on point. Red zone was on point. They only got like 1.8 yards per play in the red zone. So our red zone was
what was it? What was it?
Like 1.8 yards per play in the red zone.
Okay, I just wanted you to reiterate that. That's all.
That's all they got. Yeah, 1.8 yards per play. So the red zone was on point. Now I would say and I would give it to the rookie. The rookie did a great job. What's his name? Mitchell? What's his name?
Oh yeah, Quinion Mitchell. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah,
for his first game out. and he's just gonna get better and better. But we got hurt a little bit on the long plays. Now I would say on the long plays we got hurt a little bit because overall B+ work for the first game of the season.
Yeah,
more room.
I feel like in its totality, I feel like we left a lot out there. We left a lot of defensive stops that I feel like we could have got. We really didn't hold down the defense like I thought we would have. You know what I'm saying? Because looking at what we have, but I did say that Devin White was going to be an issue because he wasn't there, and I now stand by this. I still don't have faith in Kobe Dean. I mean, the man missed a house call, bro. It was a house call. Just catch the ball, but I'd have been a quick 6, easy. It was a house call, and you missed it. So stuff like that, what I'm saying. Even on the Packers side, like they missed a house call too. On the outer edge. So when it comes to things like that, I just feel like we left a lot of plays out there. Fangio, obviously, it's the first game, and there's going to be a lot you got to clean up, and I feel like we'll have that pretty much together by the 4th game, because he's going to look at what he has and look at the strengths and weaknesses on for each individual out there and figure out what they're better at. So we're definitely going to be polished. The Packers are going to be more polished later on in the season as well. And hopefully we don't got to see him in the NFC Championship. Hopefully, but if it does, I feel like it's going to be even more of an exciting game than it is now. So all in all, I'm not going to say B+. I'm going to say C+. I'm going to say a little bit of C+ work, only because I feel like we could have done a lot better on defense. Offense was kicking. Offense was kicking. But that defense, the holes, just missed tackles and missed assignments and stuff like that. Like, no, we got to clean that up. We definitely got to clean it up. So, but with cleaning it up, though, when it's all said and done, Eddie, you kind of touched on this earlier, but what was the turning point of the game? What was the turn and burn? Like, at what point did you say, okay, you know what, we might lose this game? Or, we've still got a possibility that we could probably still win, but it ain't looking too good.
I would say the Eagles receiving the ball in the second half and AJ Brown doing his thing, man. Like, I don't understand why coaches don't always get the ball to start the second half. It blows my mind, because if you're losing, you get a chance to catch up. If you're ahead, you get a chance to add more to the score. You always accept the ball. I don't know if y'all ever play any Madden, but whenever I win the coin toss, I'm kicking off. You always get the ball to start the second half. I feel that was my thing. Like, AJ Brown was like 80+ yards for the touchdown, man, and just came out and got that momentum rolling, gave the Eagles more confidence. And I think that was truly the turning point.
Tyler, what do you think the turning point was?
I'm going to agree with Eddie. I think us receiving the ball in the second half, like I said, the end of the first half, my man Jake Elliott hit that field goal and came out the second half. We got the first series, second half. AJ Brown got that bomb. He scored a touchdown. I think that was the turn and burn point for the game for me.
Same thing.
I feel like the turning point where everything shifted is when Green Bay went for 2 and didn't get it. That's when it started. When y'all kicked the field goal and you made it, and you came right back and said, we're going to take the point off. We're going to go for 2. Because at that point, it was a 2-point game the entire game. 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. It was the entire game. I think at one point it was like a 5-point game, but still it would have been a 4-point game. So, I just feel like when y'all didn't get that when y'all went for 2 and didn't get it, that was the start of everything going. Now, I'm not going to say disastrous because it wasn't a disaster, but I feel like that was the point where it was like, you know what? It ain't gonna be. It ain't looking too good. And I think that if y'all just would have stayed with the 1, and just, because my thing is, if you get the point, if the point's already on the board, don't take the point off.
Yeah,
exactly.
Don't take it off. Leave it there. You made it. Guess
and
what?
especially especially with Josh Jacobs not being able to run the ball, Joey got stopped again.
Right. Keep the points on the board. Don't take the points off. Like, I don't understand. So, Missy, like, I understand you're saying you agree, but in what form and fashion do you agree? Like, all of it, or is there anything you want to touch on, or what?
Yeah, just the like you said, they're coming out of the second half. It was a tight game going into the halftime, but that AJ Brown doing what he did, that just really shifts that momentum, gives them a little bit more confidence coming out the second half doing what they're doing. I think that's the part that I'm agreeing with right there. We started to do that, and then I feel that the offense started to click a little bit more after the first half. They started to click a little bit more, started getting more plays, more reads. Jalen was doing more reads, checks downs and stuff like that. So everything offensively started going. The defense, like I said, they weren't great, but it was a big improvement from last year. They were making tackles. They a lot of improvements since last year, so a lot more to go. But I'm not going to call it a failure for the defense.
So Tally, if you had to rate Jalen Hurts' performance, what would you rate it?
I would give Jalen probably a B. I would give him a B because he connected on some good passes. Now he made some bonehead mistakes in some passes that he shouldn't have thrown.
Mm-hmm.
He made some passes that went across his body in the end zone. He shouldn't have did that. That was a bonehead play. It was a bonehead play. So, but
that's like QB 101. Like, don't ever throw across your body.
Yeah, don't ever do that. And I think that first couple plays of the game when him and Jurgens was on the same page as far as the huddle, the fumbles he got. Those could have been avoided. They just needed more practice in those. But other than that, I'll give him a solid B for his effort.
Yeah, that wasn't Jalen's fault though. That boy nervous. Jurgens was a little nervous.
He's trying to get low. He's trying to get a little bit too low.
Yeah, he was. That was nerves on him.
You think so?
Yeah. You think?
You think so?
For the fumbles?
You think that was on Jurgens? He snapped the ball, right?
I know one of them clearly was Jurgens' fault. He snapped. I thought he snapped it too early. I thought he snapped the ball too early because Jadam he wasn't ready for the play. So unless he was just off and it made me, me watching it on TV made me feel that Jurgens was a little bit off on the count. I mean, shit, he didn't stand his ground. He didn't stand his ground on the sideline when Jalen got on his ass. So hey.
So Eternal says love is solid for QB for sure. Yeah, he is. So Eddie, hey, you got a supporter, and Eternal, he's an Eagles fan now. Just like he's an Eagle fan, but love is solid. Yeah, so we ain't all bad.
I like it.
All the viewers out there, it ain't all bad, man. It ain't all that. I don't know what's going on with Tally's boy. I don't know if Tally just hitting the exit button or what. But yeah, there you go.
I had to fix my stuff. It's acting crazy over here.
Now you know what it is, man. When you pay half the bill, you get half the service. He went down and put something on it, and that's what happens. I'm gonna put something on it this month. That's why your shit's spinning.
Wow,
hey, he got the hamsters in the back. Hey, he's trying to whip my like go a little bit faster. The generator's slowing down. Come on now.
Yeah, man.
He said, I put a little bit on it. I ain't put all of it. I paid the pass due.
Back in the day, they used to pay their light bill at the grocery store.
Either that or, hey, I ain't paid the whole thing. I just paid the pass due. Okay,
yeah, I just put something on it. Yeah,
the rest of it, I'm hit that on Wednesday. I'm hit that on Wednesday when I get my refund check.
That's what happened.
Yeah. All right, so Jalen's play, I feel like Jalen's. Well, matter of fact, look, I'm going to move off Jalen. Eddie, Jordan Love, how do you think he played during the game? If you had to rate him, what would you rate him as?
I'd probably give him a B. Felt like there were some passes he could have made better. Probably scrambled a little bit more. I know the field wasn't as good as they would have liked, but I think overall it was a B. I mean, one interception, you're going to throw an interception. That's just, par for the course. You're going to get at least one. But no, I think overall okay. I mean, still not 100%, sold on Jordan Love as, a franchise quarterback. Still got that sophomore slump like I'm talking about, like I mentioned last week. So we'll see. Time will tell. But, I mean, I'll take him from now. Wish he wasn't hurt. So hopefully he'll recover soon.
Yeah, so what are they saying? What they say, 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks? I think they said something like that.
Yeah, about 6 weeks, he has a sprained MCL. So luckily it's not torn. His ACL is good and intact. So just, rest.
Good.
But 3 to 6 weeks, and they're trying to look for a backup quarterback. Supposedly, we got 2 on the roster, or 1 on the roster, 1 on the practice squad. But rumor out there is they're trying to go after Ryan Tannehill.
They better call Colin.
Who?
Kaepernick.
Yeah, Cap. Hey, Cap will get in there and spin it. All right. So so how do you think the defense played as a collective group? Like in its totality, like a full circle, linebackers, guards, everybody, secondary. I feel like when it, we could have played a better game. And I know we touched on this earlier. We really could have played a better game, but collectively as a group, we'll be fine. It's just those small nuances and those small things, because we all know, we're all in the military. We all pretty much, well, I've been saying with all y'all, but we're gonna go to the field. But guess what? And we're gonna make it there. But do we have the 5-gallon jugs? Like, do we got those? We got enough? Do we got the if it's cold outside, do we got the regulators for the heaters? We need to know. So we're gonna be in the field. So we're gonna defend plays. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna defend plays. We're gonna do that. But it's those small things like the miscues, you know what I'm saying? Making sure you're not turning with your back to the ball and just stuff like that. We just gotta probably clean that stuff up. But once we get that stuff cleaned up, we're gonna be a force. And to be honest, this game was a testament to our resilience. It was a testament to how well we're gonna we can stay together and focus as a collective football team. So again, shout out to our defense, shout out to their defense. Well, I think like I said, great game. But Eddie, what do you think about y'all defense as a collective group?
I mean, we started off great. We had that early interception. So we only got 3 points off of it. But overall, I think we did well. We just couldn't stop the run. The defensive coordinator, like I said, first half was doing well, and second half some miscues. Should have done better. There's always room for improvement, like we're all talking about. Game 1, you're trying to figure stuff out. I personally like the 4-3 that the Packers are running this year. As far as football-wise goes, we've been running 3-4 these last few years. So hopefully with the change in the 3-4, we'll get better. We only had two sacks. So I think we would have had a couple more better, down the road. So like average at least 4 sacks a game, 1 a quarter can help out a lot. So, but time will tell. We got to improve our defense.
Yeah. So for those out there, look, Eddie lives in a very secluded spot, so sometimes his Wi-Fi just comes in and out. But I understand. Trust me, he very beautiful house. So. But
well, he got what you got, Eddie? You running? What you running? You running cricket? You got cricket. You got cricket for
Got TS, bro. TS. What you know about that TS? Yeah. I pay my bills though on time.
We say Eddie, everything's on auto draft, boy.
He using his phone as his hotspot.
All right, so Meech, if you were the D coordinator, what would you address this week in practice?
Kobe, I'm gonna get him first. I'm gonna start with the stuff, man. Zach Bond, man, 11 tackles, two sacks. I mean, phenomenal, display.
Go and hit them stats one more time. Just hit them
11 tackles, 2 sacks. You know what I mean? Blankenship, he got the interception, so they doing a good thing. So I'm gonna hype him up for that. And I'm gonna say, well, now I got that out the way. Let's talk about the shit we fucked up on. But like I said, man, the first game, a lot of the starters they don't play during the preseason. Normally, your week 1 games aren't as strong of a game. You know what I mean? And all of them count. Don't get me wrong. It's like, all the games count. You get a little bit more leeway in the pros, but the guys, they're just starting to get those reps. Everybody's really starting to go full speed now, working together as a team. Fanji, he's opening the playbook to what we had last year. So the defense looks a lot different. And we only can go up from here. Same thing for the Packers defense, man. Both of them had really good defenses. Theirs was looking a little bit better than ours there at a point, but we came back and we did what we had to do.
Yeah, Tally, what you got? If you're the D-cord, one thing, if you had to address one thing in practice next week, what would it be?
For me, if I was the D-cord, I'd just tackling. I think we missed some tackles, a few tackles, as far as that could have been a lot better. Just tackling probably, and then the pass rush. I think we didn't get to me, I didn't think we got to Love enough. We didn't get to him enough. He had time to sit back in the pocket and throw them deep balls, which I didn't like that at all. So I would just probably tackling and the deep threat.
You know what's crazy is I was talking to my cousin earlier today, right, about the game. It's like, me and my cousin Brian, we talk about the game, but we don't talk about it that night. We sit back and we think about it. We think about how the game went, and then we'll have a conversation. Because talking about the game when your emotions are still in it, you're probably not going to get nowhere. So he was like, he said the same thing you said about the pass rush. Like it wasn't clicking. We just wasn't getting to him. Like he had a whole lot of time to stand in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? He had a whole lot more time to make decisions. And that's the things that our O-line needs to do as far as make sure to make sure Jalen Hurts needs. That way he's not running around, throwing across his body and this, that, and the third. So if I were the D coordinator, I would address staying in your lanes, because for some reason, and I don't know why we do this, and it happens every single time, but if a running back bounces to the outside, it's guaranteed almost 5 yards. I don't know why we do it to ourselves every time. It's like we just cannot stay in our assignments and keep people from bouncing to the outside. So if we have to secure the edge, secure the edge. We have to secure the edge. And because we didn't, that's allowed them plenty of times to run on the outside and get 5 or 6 yards out the deals. Now we up here stinging up the joint. We can't do that. As a team, we can't do that. But Eddie, if you were the D-cord, what you gonna address, bro?
We're gonna practice catching the football on the defense. We're gonna practice getting to the quarterback because we need to get some more. Yep. And then just once again tackling, like Derek mentioned. So and then I don't know what's up with Alexander, bro. He caught the ball in the dang end zone, did a little dance up in there, and then decided to take the ball out instead of just taking a knee and getting the ball where it's supposed to be.
So crazy.
I don't know.
I was like, why did he run it out? He got tackled at the 2. Like that don't make no sense. You could have got the ball. That didn't make any sense to me. And I know
exactly.
His people where it's like,
exactly.
What are you doing? You just take a knee. Get out the 25.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a 25, right? 25 or 30.
Yep.
30 now.
Yeah. 25.
Michi, don't say it. Michi, I can see it. I can see it. No, go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
I'll leave that one, man. What I was gonna say, man, we talking about you don't have to with football, especially old school football, man. You don't actually have to always put hands on the quarterback. As long as you're winning those battles in the trenches and that consistent pressure on the quarterback every time, making him, get flustered and come out of his zone and, not be able to see the plays, develop and stuff like that. As long as you're winning those consistent battles throughout the game, man, especially in the fourth quarter when it really starts to count. You don't always have to. Sacks are great. I got it. But you know what I mean? If you're there and you can, get around them and do whatever you got to do, you winning those battles, that I think that works a little bit more on the mind game of the offensive line. They're going to lose their confidence. The quarterback, he's scrambling a little bit more. So that consistency in the trenches will really matters.
True. I'm with you. I can dig that. I can see that because you're right. I mean, if you're getting a lot of hurries and you're getting the quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket,
right?
Eventually they're going to be. It's going to be eventually they're going to do something stupid.
They're gonna get flustered. They're gonna get flustered.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So you don't always need, all the sacks and the sacks calling the lineup. It's just the consistent pressure, that consistent battles down in the trenches. That's what really matters to get those quarterbacks off they game.
Yeah. Because and believe it or not, like as much as we were throwing at Jordan Love, he was doing a very good job. I'll give him that. I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Now, Eddie, y'all got one. Y'all got one. If he can stay healthy throughout the season, y'all got one. It ain't gonna be enough for us, but y'all got one. I'm just saying, and that was proven that evident on Friday. So but yeah, y'all definitely got one. But
He didn't have no.
What was that?
Say he didn't have no rushing yards. Hurts had 33 rushing yards, but Jordan Love didn't have any rushing yards, so y'all kept him in the pocket.
Well, that's a good thing. Keep it in the pocket. I'm with it. All right, so excuse me. What would you rate our offense on the Friday's game? If you had to rate our offense, just offense. Now we already rated defense. The defense was already rated cool. We gave A's, B's, and C's or whatever. Okay, cool. But offense, looking at what Saquon got 3, the touch pushes and all this, field goals when some field goals should have been touchdowns on both sides. If you had to rate it from 1 to 10, what would you rate the offense from 1 to 10? Michi, go. It's on you.
I'm gonna give it a good 7.
Can't use 7.
Can't use 7?
Can't use 7 because 7's always the go-to.
Yeah, well, that's the shit. That's what they did.
Can't use 7. You can say 7.5, but you can't use 7.
Yeah, I'll give them a 7.5, man, because they did it. And the thing I always say that we're rating right. Same thing with the defense. And same thing with rating Jalen Hurts. What are we comparing them to? Are we comparing them to last year? Or are we comparing them to this year? Are we comparing them to other games? Because shit, compared to some of the other teams, I'm gonna give them an A. Compared to their potential with all of the weapons that we have on there, I'm not gonna give them an A. You know what I mean? With the stuff, the scheme of maneuvers that we have. So if I'm comparing them to a different team, yeah, they did phenomenal. But comparing them to themselves and the potential that they have with the weapons that they have, I cannot give them an A. I'll give them a B minus based upon what they did. So it was a 7.5, 8. I get 8 at the most based off of that.
You too, Sally?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him. Like me saying, I'll probably give him a solid. I'll probably give him an 8. I mean, because like you said, are we comparing him to Jalen from last year?
Yeah,
2 years ago when he had the phenomenal season. What are we comparing him to? Are we comparing him to other quarterbacks around the league to this past week? Then he was a superstar. I mean, compared to some of these other quarterbacks.
That's what I'm saying.
Given to what the potential could be for the team that we do have, I'm probably gonna give him an 8.
Okay. Eddie, who's you giving your Packers?
I'm gonna give the Packers a C, bro, because of what they were looking like last year at the end of the year and what they could have done this game. So I'm gonna have to go and give them a C because, like I said, got 2 turnovers, came up with 6 points. Field goals ain't gonna win games against the Eagles. So I'm gonna go C. Jordan Love did complete 50% of his passes. That's not gonna be enough. Only 260 yards. Could have done much better than that.
But that's what I'm talking about, Eddie. Get it, baby. With those stats. That's what I'm talking about. Get those stats in. Yes. Go ahead. Keep going. Gotta be hyped.
Should have been better, man. Should have been. And then, like I said, Josh Jacobs didn't show up, so that's disappointing. Very disappointing. So definitely got to do better in our run game.
So you said, what was the grade again?
A C.
Okay, see. All right. I'm gonna give us a C minus. I'm gonna give us a C minus because yes, I predicted at least 30 points. I get that. But some of them plays that we had should have been turned out for way more yardage than what we did. So I feel like we could have easily, had this been any other team, had this been any other regular smuggler team outside of Green Bay, this would have been any team. When I say any team, I'm talking about like if this would have been like, I don't know, like the Seahawks or the Cardinals or something like that. I feel like we could have easily put up almost 40 on them boys. But it's just the small miscues. And that comes with, not playing in preseason. You know what I'm saying? It comes with not being familiar with what you got in coming up with sets. Because granted, yeah, they did some preseason games, but you're not running them in full speed. You're running them in practice. So I can knock your head off in practice, but in the game, it ain't gonna work out that way because it's a different tenacity. Everybody's come with different emotions, different drive, different feels. So I feel like, preseason probably hurt us, but not playing preseason games hurt us, but I feel like we could have. I'm gonna give our offense. I'm gonna give it a C minus, only because I know we could have done so much better. And I'm going off basically off potentially what we could have done to any other team had it not been the Packers.
This what I said. This what I said the last show, and the other times, man, that we're reaching that point to where we have so much talent on our team that we overlook the greatness that is going on. Because like I said, look at the other teams. I mean, he was 20 for 34, 278, 58.8, percentage of completion.
Say like that again, Richie.
The reason why I say that is because, like I said, we go a little harder on our guys. But if you look at them, like he was saying earlier, man, compared to some of the other teams how they played, man. I mean, we're Super Bowl ready. But if we look at ourselves and the guys that we got, and we want to see more. We want to see, all right, we're doing 30 points. We want 40 points now. You know what I mean? And at some point, you're going to get out of hand with these expectations, with all the people going on. So I think they did. Yeah, I think they did solid. Man, they have a lot of work to do. Jalen has a little bit more maturity to show. But that's only game one, so I think it'll come, man. I have to give him a B. I can't give him no C, man. They ain't do C work, man. We scored over 30. C work ain't in the 30-point range, man. Hey, second time in a couple of years we've been doing this, man. We don't disagree the second time.
I don't care. I gotta give him a C. Hey, nah. I got high expectations. I don't care what he say. No, you gotta get not my classroom. You ain't you go down the hill and get that C. You ain't getting that C from me. I ain't getting it. All right, so back to the defense. Was defense half full or was it half empty? Is this for anybody? Was the defense half full or was it half empty?
I'm always a positive thinking guy, man. So I'm gonna say we have full. I'm always positive with the team. You know what I mean? I ain't no Debbie Downer. You know what I mean? To the end of the season, then reality sets in a little bit more. So I still have more hope. Game one, so I'm gonna have to say half full, man. We just had to click on a couple more cylinders. We'll be running like a 72 Cadillac in about 2-3 more games.
Mm-hmm. We say we're gonna be gas guzzling, but it's gonna be running though. It ain't gonna be it's gonna be rich now. It's gonna be rich. You're gonna smell it. It's gonna be smelling. It's gonna be rich now. It's gonna be
we're gonna be in that pumping that carburetor,
And the Vegas are bad. We all know what you're talking about. Like the younger generation out there, they don't understand. But you get there, trying to start that car. Hey, that'll rocket ain't kicking in like it's supposed to. Gotta pump. Hey, when you get there, pump about 5 times. Kick it, turn it over, see what happens. And if that don't work, hey,
you got that.
Get some spray. Hey, keep going.
That's right.
About to blow the motor when that thing probably starts because you're gonna try to get all that gas out of there.
Yeah,
man. All right. So but on the who stood out?
Actually, the same person I said earlier, man. Zach Braun, man, 11 tackles, man. 2 sacks, man. I mean that was great work.
Stood out at the end, most definitely.
Great work.
Eddie, who stood out? Eddie?
Well, Jair stood out for his dumbness that he did there in the end zone, but anyone particularly stood out on the defense. It was a whole team effort because McKinney had an interception early in the game. I mean, tackling all around was pretty much even, so no one really stood out. Now had Jair got that interception and took it to the house, and that definitely stood out on defense. I don't think anyone particularly stood out, to be honest.
What you got, Tally?
Like me said, Braun stuck out, man. That boy was everywhere. Every time he turned around, he was everywhere. He was everywhere. So I'm gonna give it, if it was a defensive ball, I'm gonna give it to him because he got the ball. Now also, the rookie for the first game, the rookie stood out to me. He stood out. He played his part. He can't do nothing but get better. And I think Blankenship with that key interception he got too. So those three guys for me stood out in the defense for me.
So I don't know if y'all paid attention to that interception, but that interception was tipped before it got to him. It was actually deflected to him and it got to him. So his level of concentration was huge. You know what I'm saying when it came to that. That was one. And I'm not gonna lie, just like you said, that rookie Quinyon Mitchell. Hey, look, for that to be his first game in the NFL, that man was doing his thing. Zach Bond was hitting, and he was doing it. He was all over the place, yes. But Quinyon Mitchell was doing his thing for a rookie. So for me,
we knew that before we got him though.
Yeah, but that's his first game. Most rookies are gonna get beat one or two plays. That man was on it. I mean, he was on it. Every play, breakups, he was there. So as a rookie, if I'm taking as a rookie, fresh in the NFL, Zach Bond been on one or two teams. You know what I'm saying knows the concept already. I feel like the nerves and all that playing with a new team. To me, I feel like Quinyon Mitchell. He did his thing. I'm not gonna say he did his thing over Zach Bond like that because Zach Bond was definitely that guy. But you know, Quinyon Mitchell, to me, I feel like he stood out only because he's a rookie, and for him to make that so much of an impact on his first game as a true NFL corner, and I can say right now, Ringo ain't gonna get no playing time if he gonna continue to do this. He ain't gonna get no playing time. So that's just me. We say he don't need nothing.
He don't need nothing.
I mean, he stood out more than Maddox did to me. The rookie stood out more than Maddox did to me.
Yeah, Maddox made a bonehead play too. What was it?
Yeah, he did.
Eddie, outside of that one dumb play that your man did in the end zone, what other crazy play you feel like stood out on your defense on the defense side of the ball for you guys?
I mean, I don't think so. Like I said, just McKinney with that early interception, could have, that helped shift the momentum towards the Packers side. But we couldn't finish it off on the offense. I think had we been able to get a touchdown off that really would have thrown things around and made it a little more difficult for the Eagles to come back. So, but I don't think anyone else really stood out.
I mean, because we all know
you got to get points off turnovers in the NFL.
Indeed, so when although I wasn't watching the beginning of the game because I was on a plane when Jalen Hurts threw those two interceptions. Did y'all score off those?
Mm-mm.
No, there was no score. Yeah,
we got field goals.
You got field goals.
Yeah. 6 points.
Yeah. All right.
And it sucks, man. It sucks, but that was our reality last year. You remember how we came out and we settled for field goals. That's how we lost to the Cardinals. You remember we lost, those simple games that we lost. We came out, we settled for field goals, field goal after field goal, you know what I mean? Or no points at all, you know what I'm saying? So you can't win games like that. I don't care who you're playing. You can't win games like that. Yeah.
You got it.
At all.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you want to get 14 points, but at least come away with 10 points, not 6 points, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 1,000% with you. Got to get at least 10 points, at least one touchdown. Especially if we got two picks too. One of them got to go in.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at 7:47. All right, closing statements. Wait, hold up. Before we do the closing statements, so we got this game tonight, and I'm talking about this game only because they say that they so much better than us, and I'm quite sure you don't like the Niners either, Eddie. Do you? But then again, I don't know. You might be a little biased because you from out that way. You from the west. You from the West Coast. But so how important is this game for Brock Purdy tonight? And I know this isn't an Eagles topic, but how important is this game for Brock Purdy tonight? Brock Purdy in the San Francisco.
I don't think it's that important.
You don't think so? He's a dub?
No, not for Brock Purdy. Nah, he legit. He does his thing. I mean, he ain't a standout quarterback, but he ain't no lame either. I mean, he got a lot of good weapons around him, so it's easy to throw the ball to Kittle. It's easy to throw the ball to Debo, Ayuk, hand it off to CMC. So, I mean, his job's pretty easy because he got the weapons. He just can't make mistakes and turn the ball over.
Yeah, but if they go back,
most important is the game's important for Aaron Rodgers.
Huh?
So the game's more important for Aaron Rodgers to win tonight.
You think so? What you think, Meech?
Because coming back, then.
Meech, what you think? You think this is more important for Aaron Rodgers or Brock Purdy?
Oh, it's absolutely more important for Aaron Rodgers, man. Because, like I said, only because it's not, a testament to Aaron Rodgers' capabilities. Because we know, he's a phenomenal player. It's just like he said, he just had that year of being gone. And the Jets, like I said yesterday on Friday on our show, the Jets had a great defense last year. They were just missing that missing piece of the quarterback position. So if Aaron Rodgers is able to come in and solidify his name, the Aaron Rodgers name, I think that you're going to hear a lot more about the Jets for this upcoming season. Brock, they're a solid team. They were solid last year. They didn't win it, but they were a solid team doing what they needed to do. So Brock doesn't have so much to prove. He has room to show that he's more of a manager. So like, Eddie just said, he has all these weapons. So Brock can show that he's more of a manager of the game and the clock and all that type of stuff. But it's absolutely more imperative for Aaron Rodgers to come out and win this game, man. Absolutely.
What you think, Tally? Same thing with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, maybe last year, beginning of the last season, was a lot of pressure on Brock Purdy because what he did the year before. They're going to see if he can reproduce that, which to me he did. So now, like you said, Aaron Rodgers, it's like, when they were doing the whole time, how's Tom Brady going to do when he went to the Bucs? They saying, can Aaron Rodgers produce that same type of capacity that Tom Brady did when he went to the Bucs? And Aaron Rodgers proved to do that with the Jets. Because, the hype was the Jets was going to be off the chain. They got Aaron Rodgers, everything was about Aaron Rodgers. What happened? First play of the game, he got hurt. So we haven't seen his impact on the Jets. So I think all the pressure tonight's going to be on Aaron instead of Brock.
I'm with you. I will totally agree with everybody, what everything everybody's saying. Because Brock Purdy, I mean, if they lose against Aaron, if they lose against Aaron Rodgers, it's all the storyline is going to be nothing but, well, Aaron Rodgers is that guy.
Yeah.
It's Aaron Rodgers. Whole lot of teams probably would have lost against Aaron Rodgers, so it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Because that's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. That's all it would have been. So, whatever. Aaron Rodgers goes out there and blows it and lets his young boy Brock Purdy come out and beat him. Now that's gonna be like, all right, is he washed up now? Like, does he have anything left in his tank? He did get hurt. So it's all on how they're gonna flip it relative to how the game goes. It's crazy to me. But my homeboy De Niro from the Block Burner says, we got y'all on Sunday. Falcons fan all day. Now, I just want to let y'all know.
He don't believe that.
He don't believe that. He don't believe that. Not one bit.
No.
If he did,
Falcons don't even believe that. Falcons don't believe that.
First of all,
it's only one true bird.
Nobody in Atlanta believes that.
It's only one true bird in the NFL. And that's the
hey, look here. Mr. Robert Blockburners Brown. Them dirty birds ain't been dirty in quite some time. Okay, they ain't been dirty in quite some time.
Only thing I would want to see from that game is that they put old boy in, man, give him a couple reps. I don't think it's gonna happen, but that'll be the only thing I'm looking for from the Falcons, man.
Well, they might put him in depending on how the score go. There ain't no hey, take Cousins out. We ain't gonna win this game. Just take him out. Put him in and see what we got. That's the only way you're gonna get it. Man, look, the last time y'all was up in Philly, y'all lost the NFC Championship game. And what happened? We did not that year, but the following year we went to the Super Bowl. Ain't nothing happening with y'all, man. Y'all ain't man, between y'all and Cowboys fans, I don't know who's more delusional.
Cowboys.
We already know it's the Cowboys, but y'all are so close. Y'all having 1-0, nothing. Y'all ain't been to nothing, ain't gonna go to nothing, and you paid too much for nothing. That's all y'all are, a whole bunch of nothing. Y'all are a nothing sandwich. Y'all are a French onion soup salad. Y'all French onion on rye bread. That's what y'all are. Y'all are French onion soup on rye bread. Non-healthy, everything. I don't understand y'all. I just don't get y'all. And I hear it every day down here, Eddie. The Falcons. Y'all had a Super Bowl, y'all ain't won it. Y'all gave it away. You had it, and you gave it away.
Gave it away. All came down to celebrate.
The only people who got faith in the Falcons are, you know what? I got a homeboy, man, and his name's we just gonna call him Ace. Ace was a die-hard Falcons fan. When them boys, I mean, Ace, that brother, man, hey, when they went to Super Bowl, halftime, he was packing up. He's he's on his way downtown. That's it. It's over. It's over. Blah, blah. Packed up all his stuff. Man, I'm going downtown. I'm about to go celebrate. I'm gonna be downtown. It's gonna be lit when we get down there. Blah, blah. My homeboy Rod said, just wait a minute now. Don't go you're going too soon. He said, no, that's it, bro. It's over. It's over. Blah, blah. Ain't nobody come back from that. Ain't never happened before. And we was like, just chill, bro. Just wait. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. And lo and behold, boy, they scored a touchdown. I looked at Ace like, and next thing you know, and he had his backpack on. Next thing you know, his backpack was off his shoulder. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't on both shoulders, it was only on one. And then it went from one shoulder to just holding it. Then he put it down. He's standing in front of the TV with his hands in his pockets. Then he sat down on the couch, and the more intense it get, the more you start scooting up to the edge of the couch. Now, next thing you know, now you're on the floor. It's over. It's over. When they got that ball, I said, "You better pray to God." I told my homegirl this time. I said, "You better pray to God that Tom Brady don't get that ball before y'all. You better hope y'all win that coin toss." When they said they gonna receive, I said, "It's over. They got too much momentum.
It's over.
It's too much momentum. It's over." When he ran that thing in for the touchdown, I picked up my bag, walked to the door, and before I closed it, I out loud screamed. I said, "Y'all some fucking bums!" And I slammed the door and laughed my whole way down the hallway. I was cracking up because their feelings were so hurt. It was so funny. But yeah. So yeah, Robert, ain't no one listening to what y'all got to say, man. Ain't no one trying to hear this. We got y'all on Sunday, man. Ain't no one trying to hear that. All right.
Hey, all I gotta do is kick field. All I gotta do is kick field goals. You'd be all right.
Right. They lost the game, and the other team didn't even score a touchdown. They went off field goals alone.
Exactly.
And didn't they lose at home?
Exactly.
Yeah, they lost at home.
Yes.
Way to start the season. Hold up, Michi. How much that man getting paid again?
I don't really remember.
No, you said you said
210. Wasn't it like 210?
No.
No, you said
or 200.
Kirk Cousins. Remember you said I don't see it.
Oh no. I said yeah. I know Kirk Cousins has secured $331 million of guaranteed money in his career. $331 million. So that
Atlanta gave him 180 of it. Atlanta gave him 180 of it.
100 guaranteed. I was gonna bring that up in my closing comments too, of the travesty that took place out there in Arlington, Texas, where they paying this guy 231 guaranteed $1 million.
80 million signing bonus.
Go ahead, kick it.
$231 million. Now, in my opinion, what they should have did was they should have used some of that money to hire Bill Belichick, right? They could have brought in Bill Belichick and an average QB. Bill Belichick would have took that QB, that offense that was already good. They got hella weapons up there. They're going to do good in the regular season like they always do, and then they're going to fall in the postseason. They should have spent some of that guaranteed money on a coach, a quarterback, and a way out, man, because they set themselves up for failure again. And they already talking about the Super Bowl is ours. We done paid Dak. That's all we was missing. What?
They paid him last time.
They paid him last time. So, hey, I don't get
my
it,
question
man.
is,
but you know what that does? You know what that does is it, that $231 million, same thing that happened with Deshaun Watson, same thing that happened, all those, it resets that market. So the next guy that's going to be ready in the shoot, we're going to start to hear these astronomical numbers, and it's going to get out of hand. Fans is going to start to get mad when they're not producing and all this type of stuff. It's resetting the market. You pay a guy $240 million for 4 years. That's out of control, man. It's out of control, especially when they're not producing.
It's gonna get to a point to where whoever's on the team, whoever you see on the field, that's it. Ain't no bench. We can't afford to pay nobody else.
Well, that's the same thing that happens all the time. Dallas do that all the time. They spend so much money on these people that they forget you got other people on the field and on the defense. And I mean, $60 million with no result. Nobody batted an eye when Steph Curry is the highest paid person in the NBA with $62 million contract. Nobody batted an eye because he does his thing. He produces. But I mean, come on, Dak. Dakota has been Dakota since Dakota been Dakota, and they paying this guy $231 million guaranteed. That's out of control. That's out of control.
Totally out of control. And that's gonna be a hot take. That's definitely gonna be a short. Trust.
Oh, man.
That's gonna be a short. Man, come on, man. You're paying this man. What's the number again, mate?
231 million. He got a 4 years, $240 million contract. $231 million of that is guaranteed.
All right, so $240 million, brother.
Over 4 years.
$240 million. You have nothing to show.
Nothing to show for.
Nothing.
Him and Kirk Cousins is in the same boat right now.
Bruh, they like stepbrothers, bruh. Brennan, and the other.
I wonder if they got the same agent.
Yeah, you got Brennan and what's his name on Step Brothers? The two Step Brothers, remember the movie?
Were you touching my drum?
Both of them. Yeah, it's both of them, bro. They both don't know shit. They ain't done nothing. They're the same two people. It don't make no sense. They're wilding out here. But hey, go on ahead and pay them, because now I highly doubt Michael Parsons getting his money.
Nope.
Yeah, it's about to be some fallout, man. When and I didn't even say a word when old boy made his money, because he produces. CeeDee Lamb, he produces. Yeah. He produces, so he got paid. Okay, good on you, man. Him and you got a good agent and all that stuff. So whoever the agent is for Dak, they robbing, they laughing. Because I mean that's fraud. They commit fraud openly. That's out of control. And everybody's like, oh, Dallas Cowboys for life, and we doing all this. Yeah, Dallas plays good every season. We know that's what they're gonna do. We know that's what they're gonna do. Just like Eli Manning, we know he's a subpar, but he's riding on the name. If he wasn't a Manning, and if he didn't have those two Super Bowl wins against Tom Brady, we wouldn't even be considering him for the Hall. But like I said, those two things that
but I appreciate him.
What other quarterback is 500 that's a shoe in for the Hall of Fame? No other quarterback will be considered.
Hey, look, Brock Purdy done won more playoff games than Dakota. I mean, that's crazy.
Oh yeah,
and he was picked last in the draft. Last in the draft. You got to come last in the draft. Got more playoff than him. Matter of fact, Taylor Swift got more playoff wins than him. And that's a shame.
Yeah, that's out of control. That's out of control. That was my closing thoughts, man.
All right, Eddie, what's your closing thoughts, Eddie? Closing thoughts, man. What you got?
It's gonna be a rough season for the Packers now that Jordan Love's gonna be out a couple of weeks. So probably by the time he gets back, Packers will probably be 2-4, and it's gonna be a rougher road to the playoffs. Well, hopefully we can still make it there. So we'll see what happens.
Who did they make the starting QB?
They haven't said yet, but we had Malik Willis from Tennessee that we picked up, and he had one job to do and failed to do it. So.
They called Tannehill too.
Yeah, they did. They are supposedly, that's the rumor, that they're talking to him to see if he's interested. So we'll see. But we definitely need a veteran quarterback. We can't have no 2-year, 3-year rookie quarterback.
Call Flacco, man. Call Flacco. Flacco did right for the Browns last year. Call Flacco. Flacco did right for the Browns last year.
Hell yeah. He did.
Call Favre up, man. Call Favre up. You need him back. Say Favre, we need him back.
Not far.
Yeah, we need you back, Favre.
What's that backup quarterback for the 49ers? What's his name? The backup boy for the 49ers?
I don't know who that is.
We took him out on that NFC Championship game.
We took him out. Yeah, I forgot his name.
The pretty boy.
Yeah,
pretty boy that played behind Manning.
Yep.
Yeah. What that boy name?
What that boy name is?
I forgot his name.
Yeah,
remember he said he was gonna get the starting quarterback job, but then they give it to Purdy instead because he got hurt or something like that. Yeah, I forgot his name.
Well, Guess what? I guess he ain't that important. That's why he back up.
No.
All right. So,
I thought he went to. I thought he went to LA though.
Who?
The quarterback.
All right, so for everyone that's on that for everybody that was on Instagram feed, we didn't already hit the hour.
Yeah,
so
the Raiders.
I forgot his name, man.
Oh no.
Oh, well.
Right now, 49ers got Brandon Allen, Joshua Dobbs.
Joshua
Dobbs, they got Dobbs on them.
No.
I know you ain't talking
he
about
left. He left. He left the 49ers. He went to the Raiders. He was the Raiders quarterback. Then he got hurt out there.
You talking about Garoppolo?
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo. Yeah.
I call Garoppolo, man. Hey, Nick, my boy Nick. Did Nick retire? Nick Foles? Is he done?
Yeah, he done.
Nick retired.
Yeah, he done that.
Yep.
Yeah, Garoppolo. That's what I'm talking about. Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
All right.
Colin Kaepernick's still out there, bro. Somebody need to call that.
Yeah, go and ride Cap out, man. Go and cap him up. All right. So again, before we end it, like I said, before we end the show, man, I just gotta put on it these hated blockers one more time, only because I can't see the hate. I can only feel it. So again, man, shout out to everyone on the podcast, man. We really appreciate y'all coming out. If y'all want to come back, man, to more episodes, by all means, just shoot me the text. If y'all want to be regulars on the show, you can be regulars on the show. That'd be great. Because honestly, man, having more thoughts and more ideas is always good for the show. It's good for other people's viewing privileges too. So this way they're gonna hear me and Michi, even though us three, me, Michi, and Sally are pretty much right. Because the only one that was wrong is. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna say that, but we didn't say Eddie. I wish I had more hands so I could. But yeah, man. Like I said, thanks for coming out, fellas, man. Appreciate it, and big shout out to Rocky Mountain Pizza, man. We gotta talk about that, Michi, when we get off here. But yeah, like I said, big shout out to Rocky Mountain Pizza, and for all those who are here, man. Hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on, because it does nothing but help out the Regal Eagle podcast and all its members. Appreciate y'all, man. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the show and call it a day. And with that being said, man, we'll see you on the next show. All right
now.
Peace.
Hey.
All right. Thank you. Go Pack.
Fellow on the beat.